Yo, what's happening, people? Hope you're all keeping well and safe. On the 521 channel, we have a new feature called What's New. In this feature, we have predominantly DJ Sammy J, who's going to be telling us about releases that are out there and things that you need to be looking out for. From time to time, we're also going to be talking about events that are going on, so you need to know what's going on and where you can go to catch the artists that you want to catch, and so on and so forth. Every now and then, with this feature, we're also going to be talking to other artists as well, or other DJs or whatever, who are going to tell us about releases that they're aware of. So look out for the feature. It's called What's New. And now, let's go straight to it with DJ Sammy J from Itch FM. Yo, Sammy, how you keeping? What's going on? And what's happening out there? What's new?
Thank you so much for getting me involved in the channel. You know, I really like what you've been doing with it. Really wanted to do something to get involved and support it. So yeah, really appreciate you getting me involved. So yeah, we're going to be just talking about new releases so that people can be aware of them. Also events, like you said, especially if it means I get a night out of it. If anyone if anyone knows me very well, they know I do like to very much support underground UK music. But, you know, I might switch it up now and again and get some international stuff out there as well.
What have you got for us now? Who are the guys that you want to be talking about today for the guys to be looking out for? What are the releases?
The first thing I wanted to talk about is an album. That, you know, sometimes it'll be albums, sometimes possibly even a single. So I want to start with an album. It's been out a couple of weeks, I think. It's available digitally. You can stream it. And also vinyl as well, because I know there's a lot of people out there collecting their vinyls. DJ Specfik is what I want to talk about. So his album is called the 333 Effect. I know it's been a while in the making, it's been a while coming, but it is here now, it is out, you can get that. Obviously lots of scratching if you like that kind of thing, of course. Definitely an album for you. The features on it are absolutely amazing. He's got Craig G on that album, Oliver Twist, Whirlwind D, Junior Dispril, Crash Slaughter. There's an amazing track with King Kashmir. You know, there's cuts, there's sick MCs. What more do you want from a hip hop album? I mean, the thing that really strikes me about this one as well is, like, it has this old school feel to it. Obviously DJ Specfik's been in the game a long time, but you know, it feels new at the same time. It feels relevant. You know,
they've kept all the elements, the scratching and the b-boying, and
absolutely. And you've got to link the two together. You know, hip hop is hip hop. New and old need to be merging together, need to be working together. You know, and I think that's a wonderful thing to see.
And the videos.
Yes, absolutely. I know there's one for the summertime track with Craig G. That's cool. And yeah, definitely check out the videos out there as well. DJ Specfik is doing big things. Now, the second project I wanted to talk about is actually also an old school kind of guy that's putting an album together. So I want to talk about The Force. If you don't know about The Force, he's an absolute legend, very talented guy. You might have seen him on the Ali G show back in the day, but he's doing his thing. He's been putting his Setting Standards collections together for a while now, and they are just top quality. So I actually wanted to talk about the latest single that's out right now. It's called Save the Children. It's the remix. He's putting a remix album together, and it's with Sanity the MC. You might previously know her as Lady Sanity, but she's a really talented MC. It's an absolutely sick remix. The album is not out for another couple of months. Obviously it's going to be out on vinyl and everything. But you should definitely check out this single and check out the other singles as well. There have been quite a few from the project released already. He's been releasing them all year. I've got them all. They're great. So the most recent one before this was On The Run remix with King Kashmir. That's really good. Also had tracks with Teach, Cyclonius, Sus Bully, Big Cakes, Double Edge. So there's been quite a few. And there's, you know, couple more to come, and then an album.
And again, that's another guy who's really put the work in over the years. He's always keeping it active, keeping it lively, keeping it moving, and keeping it forward moving.
Yes, definitely. Now, talking about forward moving, the last thing I wanted to talk about is I've just realised yet another producer album. This one really is something different. It's from a producer based here in the UK called Sixth Floor. He's actually on his 8th album, which he's just released. It's called The Next Level. I would definitely recommend checking it out. And all the other albums, he's released 8 since, I think it was 2016. But he's been doing it a bit longer than that. He puts the work in. He really puts the work in. He's a very versatile guy. That's one thing you really notice about him. He kind of calls himself the DJ Khaled of the UK, but he doesn't shout on the tracks. That's the important bit. But he does like to put together, you know, an album that's really collated. You know, he's putting different MCs and singers together on his beats. He's just showing, you know, like these producer albums do, that it's more than just making beats. You know, it's really having a vision for your album. I mean, some of the artists he's worked with, I mean, here in the UK, some of my favourites, there's Ragga Zulu Rebel on the album, there's Motman, Nutty P, Jack Light, Lady MC is on a couple of tracks, and it's really good to see her, you know, well, to hear her voice basically, because she's pretty much retired at the moment, so maybe I can persuade her to come back in the game. But for now, you can hear, you know, unreleased verses on the Sixth Floor album. He also works a lot with an MC called Enhance, who I think is really underrated. He's very, very talented, and he's been working with Sixth Floor literally since the beginning. There's a singer called Becky Yates. She's also very, very talented. Definitely watch out for her. She works with Sixth Floor a lot. But yeah, he works with singers, he works with rappers, he actually has a lot of American artists on there as well. So it's a really, really interesting project, and it's very varied. You know, I would say he's predominantly a hip-hop producer, but there's kind of more grime feel kind of tracks on there, more that kind of speed, up-tempo. And also, you know, he'll do a bit of R&B, all sorts of things. So there's songs on there that I feel like could almost get in the charts or something, so you never know what's going to happen, you know, with a singer and an MC on them, and they're just sounding really, really good and well put together.
So someone who's not afraid to kind of break that box and go whichever direction.
Absolutely, yeah. No, he hasn't got like a kind of one specific sound, but the production is quality.
And you know what, that kind of highlights something, because if I'm being honest, I've never heard of the guy. And for you to turn around and tell me that he's done 8 albums in 6 years, that's crazy. It just goes to show you how much talent is out there that because there's so much information in the world, we don't get to see or hear everything.
And you've highlighted a really good point that, you know, hopefully we can find a way to get around this and get, you know, artists with real talent out there to the people that are going to want to hear them, but at the moment they're just not aware of them. And of course, the other thing it brings up is like, producers, they need more credit. Like, these guys are really doing their thing, especially when they're putting, you know, albums together as well and everything. But without the beats, what have you got? You know, give the producers their credit.
As this is the pilot episode of this new series, do you want to let people know how they can send you the material?
Yeah, of course. So my email, DJ Sammy J, all one word, @gmail.com. All I'm going to say is be nice and make it easily accessible. That's all I'm going to say. If I get tracks that aren't named and hard to download or whatever, you know, that kind of thing, clear information is very helpful. That's all I'm saying.
So if they make it difficult and communication is weak and whatever, then chances are you're just going to bypass it and not waste your time chasing it.
Unfortunately, yes.
But yeah, look, Sammy, thanks a lot for taking time out of your busy schedule. Also, obviously, do you want to give a quick push to what you're doing on Itch FM as well while we're here?
Of course, yeah. So my show is every Saturday, 8 till 10 p.m. on the big bad Itch FM. You can get that, itch.fm/live. You can also listen on Mixcloud Live and Twitch. There's also a recording of the show, you know, for anyone that's partying on a Saturday night, you want to listen back. There's a recording of the show up a day or two later, so you can always catch it back. If you like your music real raw UK, that is definitely, you want to be checking me out.
So there you have it, people. The new feature, What's New, and you've had an example of what's going to be going on. From time to time, I'm guessing that if things get a bit exciting, say for example, I don't know, 50 Cent picks his nose, we might talk about that. But we'll wait and see. That's going to be up to Sammy whether she wants to go into that direction or whether he wants to just stay with the music. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching, and we'll catch you next time round. Thank you.